Okay, and we are here with the worst theme park ever. I had a nervous breakdown in this theme park. I am leaving such a negative review. Cool. I'm gonna reblog my post. Damn it, Overwatch. It was a boring game. I heard people having so much fun with Overwatch that they don't know what to do with their life anymore. I have no idea. I don't know. I know nothing about it. All I know is the withdrawal some people are going through by not playing it anymore. That's fair enough. I never actually played it. And did they not run? Did they just saunter when you told them? They that character said, "You know what? You told me to run, but instead I'm going to amble." Like, no, I'm just not feeling it. I'm gonna amble. Well, maybe these people have trouble running. It's about characters that have trouble running. Oh, well, if you're feeling doom, then that's a completely different situation. Hey! I must always be ambling. To be fair, actually, this game is like 100% ambling. With some slight jogging. Need help getting that apron off your face there? Dude, do you want me to, like, poke you or something?
Oh, I'm helping the knot on the other side, so...
There you go. Ah. Thank you. Say hi to Eleanor for me. Well, occasionally there's some brisk pace.
Power walking.
Yeah, basically the fastest you get in this game is a power walk. Speaking of which, I think we will get started. I'm trying to think. The only thing you need to know beforehand is... Yeah, it's a park. Yeah, I'm gonna overwrite that. All the volume levels doing okay? Viewer discretion is advised. Okay, spoilers, it didn't actually ever mess with the controls. I don't know why they warned you about that.
They didn't do much with your sanity either. Nothing has yet topped Eternal Darkness.
Yeah, but I guess they meant more of like a get under your skin sanity than a you've got bugs on your screen sanity. I guess. I am still disappointed about that though.
When will more Eternal Darkness come back from the war?
When? Well, this is still better than Jurassic World. I'm gonna give it that.
Some forms of cancer are more fun than Jurassic World.
Hey, that place I got eaten by dinosaurs. 0
Rose
stars.
returned to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
Pretty sure
Stay
Mr.
in the
Bear
car.
is just
We'll go
hanging
get some
out with
information.
Mr. Raccoon. Or Mr. Bear is in someone's backyard, stealing their picnic basket. Hey, kid. Hey. And this is the park. Well, the scenic parking lot of the park.
I bought it on a whim and I did not feel ripped off.
Yeah.
Which is really the highest form of praise I can give anything.
Yeah, this was all Mange's doing. She was like, oh, this looks spooky. I'm going to buy it. And it's cheap.
Attention,
Hooray!
the park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees prepare the park for shutdown.
Oh, great. Callum, I think your Mr. Bear is stuck in the park. We're just gonna have to leave without him. Examine the hell out of that plaque.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
But also, the only other place he really goes to is the diner and school, so it's not much of a competition.
What?
Uh-oh. She's high on the marijuana.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop!
Where was your son's teddy bear on the night of the 15th?
I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
As it turns out, this is alternate universe Back to the Future, and this is actually Lorraine Baines.
Callum, where are you going?
Over here.
Darn kids.
Oh, I didn't see that
Find a new thing!
one.
New things! Welcome to Atlantic Island Park. When I first came to visit Solomon Island, I fell deeply in love with its natural beauty. It's a scenic place, and I created many of my best memories here. I wanted to create a place that captures the essence of Solomon Island, a place where families would bring their children to create memories of their own. I invite you to explore this park that we have created, from the Ferris wheel, which rivals the local lighthouse for the best views in the area, to the sideshow alley, where we have many fascinating games and objects from the local area to explore. Enjoy! Nathaniel Winter. Yes?
The motel's called Overlook.
Yes, I know! It's not subtle.
Really not.
That's one of the things you quickly learn is that it is not subtle. Also, Jack and Wendy's bed and breakfast is another direct reference. Yes. So yeah, and also,
Place in
yeah, this also takes place in Maine. So yeah, this thing is going to be full of references. So, yeah, now you've got, Chad the Chipmunk, this, soulless demon chipmunk staring into your very being, suggesting that you go on the and go on the roller coaster and the House of Horrors and the Ferris wheel. My god, this park just sounds like one step above that carnival I used to have. So yeah, places to sleep are all just Shining references. Also, I'm getting a message that it's lagging again, which, wow. Every time I stream now.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed.
He was walking up the escalator. He's clearly not running. He's right there.
Rain and Callum have gone to the school of never walk up an escalator, so they're both stuck equidistant from each other forever.
Oh god. The park. What happened here?
Oh god, everything is askew! Askew! There's trash on the ground that hasn't been picked up. Oh, and the grass hasn't been cut. This is a nightmare.
You can't catch me.
Man, I'm gonna have to look at that at some point.
Stop! Callum! Come back, Callum!
Come on, kid.
Come out, sweetie!
Come on this way.
Callum, tell Mommy where you are.
Callum, did you turn into a bunch of birds? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this and the Lakeside Amusement Park are,
One and the same.
yeah, they might actually be the same place, existing in like a
There's nothing to say that they aren't.
quantum superpositioning, maybe. Also, Carrie Killian is Satan's whore. That is actually a reference from The Secret World about a woman who moved to the area and, she moved there to help, and then everybody hated her and yelled she was a witch, and they burned down her house.
Nice beat.
Yeah. And they burned down her house with her in it. No, wait, they didn't burn down her house, they killed her. And in her will, she stipulated, please scatter my ashes in the ocean, and they're like, screw that, and they just buried her ashes in the backyard, so her ghost got stuck in her house.
That's why helping is terrible.
Yes, and that's why...
The lesson here is never try.
Yes. Also, I am through with working. Working is for chumps.
Wait, Callum!
Over here.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Well, also the likelihood that any other children are running around in here losing their shoe is not high. The triumphant Chad the Chipmunk statue.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. Green eggs and ham.
Sculpting is such a weird activity for your mascot.
Also, it seems like it would be pretty hard, because it's like... It takes a lot of dexterity in the suit.
It's impressive, but
I'm pretty sure it was the school of didn't think this through mascots. Oh.
What is this about?
What is... Tiny ticks, that's what this is about. Purchased the land on Solomon Island for pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse carried from the old country. Old man Henderson did terrible, dark things. The land remembers, sir. The land remembers, sir. Sometimes better is dead is better. I dismissed him shortly afterward, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place, and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park. The name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Also, spoilers. Amazing. Yeah, it was not amazing. It was not. But I guess it depends on your definition of amazing. Yes, what's in it? Amazingly bad.
Don't hide from me, Callum.
I'm like Black Canary.
Callum, stay where you are.
I have a voice
Mommy
that
needs
carries.
to see you, Callum.
It's a sonic cry. Aw, come on, kid. You got on the boat ride? Damn it, kid.
Mommy needs to see you, Callum.
Maybe if I get in the boat, then I can, like, jump to the boat where he's in. Like some parkour expert. Quick, Lorraine, get that swan and ram him! Yeah, and now here is a, like, 5-minute slow ride. I'm not kidding. This is a long-ass ride that you can't get out of. I have, like... I can look at my hands. I got feet. But, no, this is slow as hell.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel.
No, I know where the story goes.
And had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night.
We'll just have to
I
win the
tell you what,
lottery.
husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife.
I
cannot do
bumped
that.
into something and it's giving me the
Then we will all
heebie-jeebies.
starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep.
That's
Do
when
not
they
fret,
plotted to
Gretel,
murder their parents and take
said.
their house.
He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets.
Oh, hey. Not sure if it's too dark for
The
you
next
guys
morning,
to see
the
this, but
woodcutter leads the children into
Chad
the
is here.
forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food.
Oh, and there he is.
Clever
Hi.
Hansel leaves a trail of
Hi.
white stones behind
Hi,
them
buddy.
as they pass into the woods. When
Hi.
their father leaves them,
How's it
the
going?
children wait a while, then follow the trail back
Thumbs
to
up.
their parents' house.
Okay, I'm just gonna watch the story. Have a good one.
After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper.
Now we have to feed you.
Hansel
Except that
tried
we're
to
not,
sneak
because
out
you're
and collect
grounded,
more
so
white
we still
stones,
win.
But found that the door was locked. Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself.
Dunk
the wife
dunk.
told the
These are
woodcutter.
the stories. The true stories. The names have been
In the
changed,
morning,
but no
their
one was
mother
innocent.
gave them a slice of bread
Law and
led
Order,
them deep
Hansel
into
and
the
Gretel
forest
unit.
once again.
Oh, no, Lorraine's tripping.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces
For
and
some
left
reason.
a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed.
Hey, the birds are blameless in this story. They just wanted the
Abandoned by
bread.
their parents and unable to find the trail home, the
Yeah.
children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
I will chase you, corn chip. I will chase you here to cornernity.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an
But there ain't no
exceedingly
whale, so
strange
we tell tall
house.
tales and sing our wailing
Its
tune.
walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
Then he spit it out and said, oh, it's all stale. Oh. Yeah, I might be starving, but I have standards. This is a terrible recipe for a house.
Little mouse, who is nibbling at my house?
Nah, nice.
An old woman
I love that
emerged
episode of
from
Futurama.
the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No
I wish that the witch was being played by Tress McNeil.
But Hansel and Gretel stayed, for the old woman reminded them.
or like Tress McNeil doing the mom voice.
Come, children, don't be
I actually do
afraid.
really like gingerbread,
I have something
normally.
for
I
you."
love gingerbread.
The old woman offered them
But it has to
two.
be.
The children and
Witches
began
never
to
really
eat.
have gingerbread houses,
see,
though. Structurally, it's just not sound.
Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still their sweets, followed.
Like the mighty oak. Yeah.
Once inside the house, the old woman
God damn it,
changed.
Twitch.
I mean,
She stuffed Hansel
if
into
your
a
house is made of
cage
gingerbread, I'm eating your fucking house.
and put Gretel to work,
That's just common
sweeping
sense.
and
That's
cleaning
true.
her hut.
Yes. Yes, Paul
Brother, make a
Lodberg
good
crust.
mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
Yeah, I also think that this story could benefit from that witch that was in
Time passed,
the Jack Frost
and poor
movie.
Hansel
The one that had the
refused
house that kept turning around.
fearing the day that the witch would eat him.
She also
The
got
witch
stuck in an
of her
oven.
heart grew
Jack Frost. You were talking
I
about
will
the
cook
Rise of
and
the
eat your
Guardians, and I'm like,
brother.
I don't remember that part.
Climb inside and
Yeah, it gets very confusing because there's been several Jack Frost movies. Also one where there was a killer snowman.
I do not know how.
Yeah,
Where is
it's
the
weird.
fool?
I think she was supposed to be Baba Yaga, but I'm not. I wasn't 100%.
Brave Gretel gave the witch
Oh,
a
right there she
shove,
goes.
and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid
Yeah,
a large
they
iron
always
pot
warn
on the
witches
floor
about how likely you're going to get into an oven.
brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven
I
until her
become a witch,
screams
I'm
had
getting
stilled.
a microwave.
And the
Yep, that
witch
is why
was
witches nowadays
cooked.
only microwaves, possibly toaster ovens.
And then
Yeah, see,
Casting
Footson's
survival
got it.
sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Huh. And they turned into lesser demons. It's a new end.
Wendigos.
So that's how Until Dawn happened. Well, that's a new one. I'm judging you.
Oh, I did not.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
See?
Yeah, when I played this game, I don't think I had turned up the gamma at this point, so I did not see that.
Yeah, I started cranking it up like a good amount and was able to start seeing some of the things that we missed when you
Yeah.
in like the first time around.
Yeah, I think it was after this part that I cranked up the gamma.
Yeah, the last time I was like, whoa, hey, the swan head judges me? The cold swan with its judging eyes.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents.
The
You
birds
still
weren't
imagine
against them, they're
Calvin
just
and the kids in that story.
pro-bread.
Not mother and son, but brother and
Bird,
sister,
do you see
hand
bread?
in hand against the
Yeah,
unkind world.
that bird was not making a moral
We're
judgment
always
call.
hungry,
That bird was just
looking for
hungry
our
like
own
Hansel and
house-made
Gretel.
candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Lorraine also has a night job as a noir writer, which is why she gets very flowery.
Another accident. This place.
Getting a pulse. Ah! Ah! Oh god! Oh god, that teddy bear! He's been murdered! An ice
Oh, I
pick.
did not see that.
Ice pick right to the eye!
No wonder she doesn't take it. I was like, the bear's right there. Just
Yeah, Mr. So that's what happened. It's the untimely demise of Mr. Bear. And,
I'm sorry, Callum. Your bear was stabbed in the eye.
after having a car accident, I'm not really sure how Mr. Bear learned how to drive and got a van, but he did. It was bad.
More tiny, tiny checks.
Oh no, it is. It's Sharon Stone who did this. Footson's right. Oh dear God. Despite the constant interruptions at work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbon, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I deduced what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. Yeah, taint. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon, I will know if this has all been for nothing. You know, I can't say that it's all been for nothing. It's for something. It's actually the Blight. Turns out that this is not the secret world, it's Dragon Age. Nah, break the ice. Oh. 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 Lorraine should have gone around just yelling puns.
Callum! Come back.
I'm vaguely annoyed at the creepy ride you made me go on, Callum.
Come to mommy, Callum.
I can, you little shit, I can.
Hello?
This way, Mommy.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Yeah, going a whole 5 miles an hour.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
Eyewitness report, Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff F. Bannerman. Bannerman. Witness name, Creed Norma. Statement, we were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. And at first we thought he was making some animal, like a tiger or lion, but as more and more of the ice fell away, when you first looked it was like a human face smiling out of that block of ice, but the more you looked at it, the more you saw there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter.
It's awfully purple for a police report.
Norma Creed is also a secret author.
The police officer's like, ma'am, please just give me the keys.
Ma'am, I don't want judgment calls. I just want to know what happened. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could, and the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Did... Ma'am, you have a future in writing. Just saying, if you ever wanted to be an author, I'd support you. I've actually, like, this octagon ride was one of the ones we had at the local carnival in town. And I went on it. It was good times. Nah, Pikmin. Oh, hey. Examine Polaroid.
Oh, I remember this.
I remember how annoyed I was with Callum the whole time.
Neither of them were happy middle.
Yeah, that's literally the we wish we were somewhere else trip. They're wearing the same outfits though.
They only had one set of clothes. It's hard being a single mom.
It's true. She's very poor. Also, look, there's a creepy thing in the background. Creepy thing with the top hat. Definitely a creepy thing. There was another file. Oh, here we go. Yes, it's another Slendy guy. Frustrated by the fact that the plans seem incomplete. I know as well as anybody that the rules of the game can be changed with enough money, but no matter how much money talks, it can't conjure up missing plans from thin air. I've tried contacting the organization who sold me these plans, and they are stonewalling me. Every contact that I had, every meeting place that I have watched, are swept bare. I have a sinking feeling that I have been swindled. We've gone ahead with what we could find in the plans regardless. The harvesting machines, the transport mechanisms, etc. I'll probably let Nicholas name them something cute for the day we open the park. They will be rides after all. Yeah, you know what people love doing is harvesting the organs of the people that come to your park. I mean, are those people really gonna miss those livers? Oh my god. Paul, that is insane. You'll be fine with just the one kidney. But yeah, wow. Damn. I almost fell out of the, Space Mountain ride.
Yeah, your lap bar was
Not secured.
No.
It was secured.
I still think you should have told them what happened because you would have gotten so much trouble treatment.
It was like secured too tight, so then it came back up and I was like, oh god, now it's too loose. Oh god, too tight, too loose. Oh god, what's going on? And I just spent the whole time like... So yeah, somehow roller coasters still. Dangerous, but fun. Oh, hey. Looks like there's a creepy guy. Hey! Hey, creepy guy. Slender dude. Mage, I don't want to alarm you, but there may be a boogeyman or men in this park. Finally,
I might be able to handle one boogeyman, but boogeyman?
I know.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought,
She
Is
would
that
have
it?
loved it.
we build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and
This is what
goodness that
happens when
followed,
your baby is a
built on a
disappointment.
single traitorous thought.
You're a disappointment, Callum, and I'm never ever seen that change. Ever. I'm sorry. I mean, you're a red, wrinkly, crying ball now, and you're going to be a red, wrinkling, crying ball when you die, too. So, really, the in-between part, who cares? Yes, but my navel is all I have. Oh no, wait, that's my necklace. I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of the gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See?
Actually, this game could be seen as a cautionary tale for having ginger kids.
That is true. Basically a warning to the entire Weasley family. Stop it. They will betray you. Maybe that's what they thought about Ron when he was born. Oh, is that it?
There's the disappointment.
Yeah, there it is. There's the disappointment. See, even I am starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve the local lush as Chad the chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was little things, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him.
Ow.
Are you now Steve? I mean Chad?
All I can think of is that scene in Bob's Burgers with
This is me now! This is me now! Oh no, he's Beef Squatch. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day. But nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by. And apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since the last time I saw him. Puking up in the gutter outside the... I don't know, cycle station? Sile? I don't know. Gas station. Because he sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by my booth today. Cycle. Okay. Cycloidal. Weird. He came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up. Eye-fucking me. Whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Chad, Steve, wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Hedman.
I'm enjoying the word choice of I fucking. Oh, hey.
Hi. Oh, she went back behind the counter. I guess. Well,
The one drop rule?
I don't know. I don't.
Chipmunks are racist.
Chipmunks are racist? Oh my god.
Constant crashes and 80s music. I guess it floats someone's boat.
This is turning out to be one of the worst trips to Itchy and Scratchy Land ever. Thor? So I am showing you all the things you missed.
I missed a lot. I thought I was.
Well, it was dark. It's very hard to see this extra stuff. Like, I missed that the first time I played too.
Also, that's not how you do electroshock therapy.
No.
I have a very irresponsible psychiatrist.
This is why you don't let Thor work at the hospital.
Blake the doctor.
Yes, yes he was. They had to fire him because he kept doing that. Let's see, employee's name, Francis Dufresne. October 25th, 1976, laborers working on the crane. Lawrence Creed and Michael Edgeworth were witnesses. So, looks like, during bumper cars into the area, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars into Francis, who was standing and directing the was crushed cars. He was killed. Dexter, truck driver, claims to have seen someone on the back of the load undoing the straps. Nobody else reported. The sheriff has requested them with double checking the strap mandatory drivers. Also, I'm sorry again about Twitch, but apparently I can't get it to work well anymore at all. It used to work well and now it won't. Huh. I don't think that this place is OSHA compliant. And that dance was also not as safe as they said it was. Damn.
You only have to dance if you want to.
Yeah, but then I could also leave my friends
It's a matter of
behind.
public record that I am a failure as a mother. Once, when Callum was very small, I left him asleep in the car while I ran an errand. Don't even remember what it was. When I came back, the sheriff was standing next to the car, watching my boy through the window. I didn't like what I saw in his eyes. Judgment.
You got one of them there
You're only
babies in
considering
your
that
car
saying
there,
a word.
ma'am.
Just the scratch of his pen on the notepad. When he gave it to me, our eyes met. I know what you're going through. My daughter, Helen, she just gets some help. Help was a bolt of lightning. Help was 1,000 volts surging through my veins. Help is agony. I'd rather die. I wanted to scream. I'd rather you pulled your gun and shot me. But instead my mouth said, yes.
Yeah, so Lorraine's had shock therapy, and it was not great. Say hi to your mom for me. Continually delayed by the incompetence of the builders. The problem is that they're locals, and so they believe a lot of the rumors about what Old Man Henderson used to do here. They grew up on those tales. Every time a bolt comes loose or a wrench goes missing, those fools are crossing themselves against the black magic. Of course, that is all the other island is a nexus.
All the non-black magic sites.
Yeah. I was thinking of Orlando, but that place is already staked out.
This is the most black magic.
Yeah, but it also has other theme. Of course, that's why I chose this site over all the other potentials. Solomon Island is a nexus for dark energies, and the thought of all that power just dissipating beneath the earth here. Crawl. Favors back in Brooklyn. Local history. Turns out they do, and it turns out that old man Henderson has some pretty strong connections to the Brooklyn crowd. Perhaps something he wrote will help me find the piece of the plans that I'm missing. I think Lorraine might want to see somebody about the thing with the ghosts. Right now, that's her more pressing problem, is the ghosts. Surely I'll catch my son on this Ferris wheel. Well, so far I am not catching up to my son. Really should have rethought this.
People come into your life for a reason. Dad used to say that before Mom ran off. After that, he mostly just drank. Things were different for Don and I. When we met, I was sweeping the floor at Susie's diner. He came in with some workers, but he didn't try to flirt or cop a feel like the others. He just ordered a coffee and sat there, watching me. When my shift was over, he offered to walk me home.
I'm not sure the watching you was a good
I don't know
thing.
how to describe that walk. Talked and laughed and eventually kissed. It felt like love. It felt like a fairy tale. I can't tell you if Callum was made that night or one of the ones that followed. But I think it has to be that night. That one perfect night. Don and I moved in together, but then, well, he died. According to the supervisor, his safety harness failed when he was working on the top of the Ferris wheel. Don was there one moment, then gone. Sometimes people leave your life for no reason. Months pregnant. Fairy tale fucking over.
Turns out Dawn just teleported away and didn't come back. Or maybe Dawn was abducted by aliens. Oh, hey, guy. I'm sorry, gentleman creepy guy. Dawn was actually a wizard, and he was never able to tell Lorraine.
Callum, where did you go? Stay where you are!
Oh, great. Now my son de-aged himself into a baby who's crying. That's fantastic.
Callum! Tell me where you are!
Callum, were you in that? He rebooted into a baby. Oh, no, wait, he rebooted himself into a doll?
A lot of people idolize their children. You hear them talking about their kids and just the way they talk, their fucking voices make me want to vomit. My angel likes to read, and little Johnny is so good on the piano. Fuck those people! You give
Those
up
guys
9
are
months of your
jerks.
life carrying them, you traumatize yourself giving birth to them, and then you spend the rest of your life as their slave. Wiping asses, mopping up piss, feeding them. Little life-sucking monsters who take and take and take until... we all go insane. Any parent who pretends otherwise is just dishonest. That's called choice supportive bias. I am honest. Callum really grinds my gears, and he owes me everything. Everything. It'd serve the little fuck right if I just abandoned him.
Yeah, you know what else really grinds my gears? Boogeymen. I mean, what's the deal with them, huh?
I always wanted to write this one. Never got around to do it before.
I think Lorraine might be having some issues. I'm sure going on the Screamacane will solve all of them. Right, gentleman guy?
What do you want?
We need to talk about Callum.
What do you mean? What have you done to him?
Oh. That's insulting. You and your boy are everything that this place doesn't want. The antithesis of what we stand for.
Where is Callum?
The poor child. He tried so hard to do what he was taught. He even left you a trail of breadcrumbs. But the park is just so hungry.
Tell me where my son is.
The witch has him now. Has both of you. No happy ending here, I'm afraid.
Just leave me alone.
Fool. You always were.
And not actually Mark Hamill, but an incredible simulation. That guy might be missing some fingers. And a hand. Like his one hand is just a finger. I've run over my birth him. Not sure. Hang on one sec. I want to see if maybe I can adjust things. I tried to see if there was a way to lower the broadcast quality, but nope.
The witch awaits.
So yeah, sorry if that stopped everything for a second. I keep getting the lag message every couple of seconds, so I tried to see if I could lower the quality, but I couldn't really do it, so hopefully it'll be okay for the rest of the time.
Callum has bruises on his arms, finger marks. Someone has been hurting him. I've asked him, demanded really, to know where he got the marks. Won't answer me. Something has scared him into silence. He doesn't dare talk. He's been changing too. Something sinister, darkness behind his eyes. I catch him staring at me at odd moments. In the night, he tosses and turns and cries out words that I cannot understand. When I try to soothe him, he snaps and bites at my fingers. I think he wants to talk to me. I think he wants to tell me. But they are watching him every minute of every day. They are whispering to him in his sleep, changing him. They are taking my baby away from me. I can't save him. There will be pain. But I love him, and in the end, you will understand why. Callum, where are you?
I can tell you 100% for sure she does not get eaten by her own kid.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
Would have been an interesting twist, though.
Take me.
The whole town was shocked by that one. Never found out who did it.
Cotton candy corpse leaves sour taste in park-goers' mouths. Actually, I'm going to just say this like an old-timey reporter because it's way funnier. Yesterday evening, visitors to Allen Park were shocked and horrified by the discovery of a dismembered corpse behind the cotton candy stand. According to the local authorities, the corpse has yet to be identified. However, they have confirmed that the remains appear to be of those of a child. The corpse was discovered by a group of teenagers from Innsmouth Academy who noticed a pair of ravens tugging at something just out of sight behind the shack. Nathaniel Winter, owner of the Atlantic Island Park, has released the following statement. It is a true tragedy when something like this occurs, especially in a place that was designed to bring forth happiness and joy. The staff of Atlantic Island Park offer their condolences to the family and friends of the victim and will cooperate fully with the authorities to help bring this case to rest. The Solomon Chronicle will provide daily updates on the story going forward. Yes, Innsmouth Academy. Innsmouth Academy is a place that you can go to in the secret world. Obviously, it does not actually have any fish people in it. No fish people. Oh. I was thinking that it was going to be whacking a handsome Jack, but I was way. Innsmouth Academy actually, not could be. Although, the guy in charge is basically, a different version of Herbert West, played by Jeffrey Combs, so.
Poor bastard. Who did this to him?
Poor bastard. Was it you, clown? Did you do it? Oh god, it was Chad, you bastard. I'm having super freak out. Super freak out. It's so super freaky. I need some pickled punks. I really wish I knew what that was.
These are mine.
Oh. Flag's Pharmacy. That has to be another reference. Your mother. Say no to graffiti. Some kids laugh, some kids cry, but mostly children simply die. All that you love will be carried away. 1980s! I was thinking more like Randall Flagg. Something about a father and but his daughter's hot. I can taste your dreams. The League is not safe. I don't know. Fear the Boogeyman. Stop picking your nose in. Bogeyman. Don't believe anything they tell you. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago, Reagan, 1980? Yeah, I also thought it said Leroy Jenkins for a second. But also now, here's the obligatory, it's the 80s, do a lot of coke and vote for Ronald Reagan. Oh, well, this place is a lot floatier than I remembered it a few minutes ago. Like, hospital equipment. Bonk. Damn you, boogeyman.
Forgive me, Callum. Callum, I'm sorry.
Oh god, so many Mr. Bears that I've let down.
Don't leave me here, Callum.
Don't touch me.
Callum, I'm sorry.
Future Times by Laurel and Howdy. Belly button is the signature of your personal creator. I believe her name was Mama. Every 17th child is a magnet for sinfulness, made omniscient by broken fires in the coastal. We don't believe that the earth belongs to battered goats and shamrock afterbirth. Only the truly naked wrens of righteous indignation are severed by war-crossed cleavages in trust exercise arrhythmia. Beaumont will come to the island bearing the talisman, and he will shatter the seals that bind the orthodoxy of corruption. Only then will priests rot, sluts reveal, housewives pontificate, and delayed messiahs make... what's it? Axles. Okay, axles for the rescue of Tango and Cash. Sweet the temptress whom grips the twists the shaft, absconding with the third age... Something in... his shaft. Into the fourth age darkness while gods lie writhing on the shattered face of the earth. Gaia has sweetness and grace, but her days are numbered, and heavy-fisted hives break before frozen wills, and telegraphic actresses in pencil and paper pornography. The all-seeing eye will provide decade-long updates on the story going forward. That is actually a reference to The Secret World. Yep. Basically, Lorraine just saw the damn future. A lot of that stuff plays into things in The Secret World, so...
Okay, no.
I tripped over my own feet. That really sucked.
Oh, so you got past the roller coaster?
Yep.
The
I'm
park is a
sorry that you
collage
missed the
of
roller
contradictions
coaster.
all of its own. Millions of people die every year in car crashes, and the park has little cars designed specifically to simulate that action. Hear the children scream with joy. In the sideshow alley, you can walk away with 15 cents worth of mass-produced Chinese teddy bears, while a grinning carny pockets your hard-earned $5. And what secrets lie beneath the sullen waters of the lake? The tears of jilted lovers, the soiled condoms of illicit affairs, the clotted blood of the lonely suicide. And the face of the witch looms over it all. I always despised her toothy grin and warty nose. I hate that sparkle in her weathered, watchful eyes.
Damn your sparkly
Callum
eyes!
is waiting for me. Inside.
You see, when I have a nervous breakdown, I also get really flowery with my prose. And it's like all you have time to do is just really work on the meaning in the words that you're thinking of. And you just really get into it. It's either the witch or the Joker.
It's Jared Leto.
It's neither. It's just Jared Leto. Yes, and we enter the final area of the park. The House of Horrors. Look at the horrors of the ceiling fan! That is remarkably clean. The hell? I would love to if I was given the opportunity to see Jared Leto, just like, no, dude, no. Done. Atlantic Island Park has closed its gates. A jeering throng of townfolk gathered there as we hung the heavy iron padlock on the gates. Small-minded fools, scared of what they don't understand. My machines lie silent and dejected, but I am not beaten. I've sent my wife and son back to Boston, and I've retreated here to the House of Horrors, I must think. As it turns out, I didn't actually buy a house here where my business is. I just decided I would live in the House of Horrors. There's obviously a bathroom and a kitchen in here. I'm beginning to see why this park didn't work out if its owner... I can live in the park, right? Also, consider this. Lorraine's eyes are freaking out. See, look at her eyes.
Oh, wow. Something's up there.
Yeah, Lorraine's having some, issues. It's magic.
Magic.
Magic. It's magic. Magic, drugs. Whichever. Was anyone ever scared of this House of Horrors? Damn you, ghost of Chad. Steve Chad. Oh no, there's Gentleman Slender. Somewhere. Oh, I'm scared. This ride is so shitty. Oh god, a chair. I know for a fact that I am terrified of cardboard cutouts of minotaurs that laugh at me.
I'm just afraid of cardboard cutouts.
They're pretty frightening, cardboard cutouts.
actually afraid of mirrors in the dark, so this would actually bother me.
Because it captures your soul.
No, just when you have reflection, it tends to be really eerie.
Ah. Yeah, they're
I used to
they're
just scare the crap out of myself one night when I was like 8 or 9. I was always
there. Those guys are.
That's why no one was ever able to convince me to do Bloody Mary or any of those stupid things. Like,
No.
no, fuck you all.
I did it. No.
I knew nothing would happen, but I still couldn't.
I mean, unless you think that, like, actually it turns out I'm Bloody Mary this whole time. I've just been living possessed for a
That shows
creepy clown. Never so it's nice. Around on night killing the owner. It does seem about the show.
Let me gave me Callum with a hand. Sweet. I barely. There had been more sheds. Warm, bone deep. To keep the ghosts at bay. Don, watching from the dusty corners while I tried to teach his son to read. My father, coldly assessing me and finding me lacking. I devoted myself to Callum, did the things that they told me. It will get better, they said. Every day will be a little better than the last. I'm in the woods now, lost and afraid. Things never got any better.
I'm sorry. Wow, okay. This Twitch is making it literally impossible for me to stream things now, I guess. She said that they released her from the hospital and gave her son back and a handful of breadcrumbs. And she was supposed to make it work, but she always felt the ghosts feeling like her father judging her and finding her lacking, the father of her child him to and never did. So Dunwich Power Company. Yeah. For power.
I don't think she was abusing Callum so much as possibly neglecting him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's never actually confirmed that she was really abusing him. It's very likely that she neglected. True. On April 16th, 1846, a group of cover a 2,500-mile journey to California. Just 8 months later, they found the Nevada mountains to bite. One of the tragedies of westward migration that the world has ever seen. Now, our panel have uncovered compelling evidence of families were forced to cannibalism in order to survive that terrible winter. Yep, shocking truth. Donner party don't stop until everyone's been eaten. 18. A solar has struck the Earth. Millions of uprooted homes. Searches a way to stop global overheating, and an exotic dancer named Chase is the key to saving the world. Yeah, bigger and better than ever. Yeah, you know, the 80s. Rubik's Cubes. I love you, from Callum. Aw, Callum. Well, time for me to go to Rapture. Gonna get me a snack. That's a terrible fridge. Miss Maylard, as we agreed on our meeting today, we consider you fully recovered from your illness. This letter is official notification that you are considered sound mind of sound mind and body, and may return to work at any time. Please note that should you discontinue any medication that you have been using and dispose of any remaining medicines, that you should. If you feel at any time you are suffering from a relapse, please make contact with your local physician immediately. We wish you continued good health. Dr. Spencer, Dunwich Emergency Service.
This is why you shouldn't live in Dunwich. It's just a bad idea.
It's one of the many reasons. Lorraine, I received your letter and I am quite surprised. You ran with your father all of those years ago, then disappeared off the edge of the map, and then when I finally tracked you down, refused to answer any of my letters. And now you write to me asking for help? I have another family now, and another life. Your father was a horrible man, and I regret the years that I wasted on him. I loved you, I truly did, but every year you grew more and more like him. You were his girl, never really mine. Still, I would have fought for custody if you hadn't run away with him. It broke my heart, but I needed to go on living. I can't let you back into my life without picking open old wounds. I'm sorry, Lorraine, but I just can't do it. Maybe one day it will be easier and I can meet Callie, but not yet. I am not ready to forgive you. Please don't contact me again. Karen. It's cold, Mom. Signing your letter, Karen. Nope. No, she is not the daughter of Nathaniel Winter. She just lived in the area. Don, the guy that she was with, worked at the park trying to open it, and died on the job. Lorraine seems to be suffering from depression that began early in her pregnancy. Our discussions have made it obvious that these episodes stem from the grief of losing her partner, Dawn, who died about 6 months ago. There are also several unresolved issues with her father. After being kept under careful observation, we provided standard treatment for this disorder, including electroconvulsion therapy. The patient responded and made a rapid recovery. Lorraine has a newborn son, Callum, who was placed in foster care shortly after birth when Lorraine displayed symptoms of disorientation and depression. It is our judgment that Lorraine is fit to have her son returned to her, and as long as she follows her recommended aftercare routine and continues with her medication, we have faith that she will be an effective caregiver. Lorraine has her own housing, and her employer, Susie, has said that she is welcome to return to her shifts at the diner. Norma Creed, a local woman, has offered to care for Callum while Lorraine works. It is with this support network in mind that we feel confident releasing Lorraine from this institution. She is prescribed Zolift that can be filled at Flagg's Pharmacy in Kingsmouth. She has been advised to start with a 50 milligram dose and then, based on the advice of her doctor, increase as needed. Miss Maillard, our inquiry into the estate of Mr. Donald Williams is completed. I inform you that the beneficiaries of his estate, including the life insurance settlement for accidental death, were listed as Rose Williams and Richard Williams of New York State, the deceased's parents. Our agency made contact with Mr. and Mrs. Williams and explained your situation, especially as regards to the birth of Donald's son Callum. Unfortunately, they were not receptive to our overtures, and they specified that without any legal proof of biological relationship, they consider you ineligible to receive any of the monies from Donald's estate. They have asked that we no longer contact them regarding this matter. I understand that this may have a negative impact on your current financial situation, and I hope that I'm not being too forward when I enclose the bill for our services with this letter. Sincerely, your attorney, who probably should have sent the bill later. Just saying. Yeah, also, with Callum's grandparents, they probably could have done a DNA test to prove that he was related to at least one of them, right? I mean, can't DNA tests prove, like, grandparents? Oh, more Nightmare Circus. The park, it was a waitin' on a child for takin'. Using joy for baitin', while their mother's mind is breakin'. Analgesia win! I'm sorry, analgesia win. My bad. My pills. Lorraine, things aren't right between us at the moment, I know. I want to try and explain it. I think it's because I'm so far from home and I'm working so hard. Every day working at the park, it gets worse. Like a spring inside my mind winding tighter and tighter and tighter. When we go for drinks after work, it gets a little better. Let's see. The guys... Wow, this is even tinier. The guys relax and we laugh, and we're good people again. I don't want to come home to you without being in my right mind. But when the job is done, we need to get out of this place. We need to go back to the city, where I don't feel like this anymore. I love you, Donald. P.S. I was thinking about names for a boy and girl. I like Callum for a boy, and Emma if it's a girl. Okay. It's likely that this game takes place sometime in the 80s. I know that the park opened in 77 and I believe it closed in 80. This is another shocking story of cannibalism. Parents eating their children in order to survive. Ah, great. Somebody wrote all over my Rubik's Cube. Solar flare struck the Earth. Millions of people are uprooted from their homes. Oh no, the exotic dancer is now Lorraine. Lorraine is back, and you better believe that she is bigger, better, and bolder than ever. Dynamic, exciting, bombastic, everything we've come to expect from Lorraine novel. Damn it. Let's see, milk, cheese, bread, butter, corn, potatoes, apples, fish sticks, Zolift prescription. Remember, take the pills, follow up with Dr. Spencer, organize babysitter for Callum.
Cannibalism is the sort of thing that really eats at you.
Ha! I still don't get where it fits into this. Not sure you have proper wine storage. Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of.
Maybe?
Yeah. Thank you.
Squint.
Yeah, if you look hard. Thank you, William, for the new watch. It is very nice. It has made me a happy carrot. Happy carrot. Yeah, so as far as Lorraine's concerned, she didn't run off with her dad. Her dad took her. So her mom's, you know, kind of being an extra jerk about it. A chipmunk goes a stab, stab, stabbing in the eyes, a jab, jab, jabbing, and all the townies gab, gab, gabbing. Just lie down and let it happen. Basal ganglia win! Which side are you on?
Basal ganglia.
Yeah, I think I'm basal ganglia. Team basal ganglia. And she burned Dawn's letter. Hunger, the story of Hansel and Gretel. Shocking fake story. Oh no. I think that had us seen better non-bloody days. Bye-bye. Her cry. See her try. Or lie. Yeah. Cannibalism! It's not just for the Donners anymore. Looks like that one's just the same. I need my pills so bad. And take my son to the park. That'll make up for me having another depressive episode, right? I stuck his drawing in the fridge. What else does he want? And we have this nice, lovely, repeating apartment in a haunted house. The history of Solomon Island. What, you mean murder and cannibalism were not of the times? I thought they defined the 80s. What with all the zombie movies? I think I know that.
Jolly fellow.
I think I know that guy. Who am I thinking of? The mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Also a jolly fellow.
Yeah. A happy guy. The true enemy of the 80s was Reaganomics. I love what I've done with my place. I see that you've decided to go full-on layers of fear, lady. Godspeed. That was the true ending of Wall Street, was actually the cannibalism. A boogeyman goes a walk, walk, walkin', sneakin', stealin', a stalk, stalk, stalkin'. Is he really a talk, talk, talkin'? Now is not the time for balkin'. Cerebral cortex win! What do you think, cerebral cortex?
I'm still on the basal ganglia, because that is really fun to say.
Basal ganglia.
Basal ganglia.
Yeah, okay.
Cerebral cortex just doesn't roll off the tongue the same way.
Well, it's so nerdy, right? It's cerebral cortex. Basal ganglia. Hunger! The story. The woodcutter is dead, the witch always wins. All here in the pages of this broken story. It's not quite there yet. It looks like somebody murdered this doll. Can you hear us, Lorraine? Irrepressible. Answer us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are watching. Oh, hi. My two best friends, Dawn and Laura. I'm guessing Laura was the one who was creeped out by Steve/Chad and then quit. Remember, you are alone. Nobody loves you. Callum is no longer who he once was. Also, take a whole shitload of pills. What is this guy's deal with the ice pick? That was... well, it took up a couple seconds, I guess. Yeah, the problem is that she's taking too many pills or not enough, but either way, she is not taking the right amount of pills. Miss Maylard, as we have agreed in our meeting today, we consider you to be batshit fucking insane. Let's be clear, you are in no way sound of mind and body, and you are a danger to everybody around you. Please note that your only escape from this should be drugs. A shitload of them. Smoking, snorting, oral, intravenous. Take them any way you can and as often as you can. That shit can only make your life better. In case there was any doubt, you are suffering a relapse and nobody really cares. Nobody can help you now. Don't fuck this up. Dr. Spock. Wow, I mean, I knew that Vulcans were not into the whole emotion thing, but that just seems...
They were such assholes.
yeah, that just seems unnecessarily dickish of him. Damn you, Dr. Spock. Yeah, pretty much. It's just, you're on your own. We won't help you. It's kind of summing things up now pretty well, too. Lorraine? Lorraine? I need you to focus on what we are discussing. The chipmunk killer, Steve Gardner, he was locked away for what he did to those kids. Nathaniel Winter hasn't been seen in years, but he is nowhere near the Atlantic Island Park. We've established this. You know this. Oh, Footson, stay awake. It's actually almost done. That's the same thing. We are talking. Can you hear us, Lorraine? The killing. A son will be devoured. All the cattle will be enslaved. This shadow lies on your future, our domination. If you listen, Lorraine, you are the key to damning the world. We are irrepressible. You can only join us, Lorraine. Lorraine, we are one. See her try. See her lie. See him die. Damn it, this is hard to move around properly. See her cry. Say bye-bye. Ugh. These things are not easy to turn properly. Ask her why. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that the whole way. Forget it. Huh.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out with my family. Having ourselves a party. Forget Dawn, Dad. Okay. No, not him. Oh, look at that lovely blood going down there. Mr. Bear! Mr. Bear. The real twist is that I murdered Mr. Bear. I murdered him super hard. I'm so sorry. Doodle doo, doodle doodle doo. And that's what we call a retiree. You will watch me rot.
Stories are told again and again, and from their shape we build our understanding of the world. Two children are led into the woods. They are lost for a time, but then are captured by an old witch. The child goes missing in Atlantic Island Park. He wanders lost for a time before finding his way into the mouth of an old witch. In the oldest version of this story, the mother and the witch were the same person. I never wanted to be the witch, but I am, aren't I?
Kids broke in today. It has been so long since I heard laughter, so very long. I took one of them. I couldn't help myself. It was fast. The others didn't notice. I liked hearing him laugh, this boy from the academy. I put him on a slab. I tickled him until he couldn't breathe. My machines came to life, whirring in time to his gasps and shrieks. I think this is delightful. The change wrought in me by the machines is not yet complete. There must be other children I can lay on my slab. And as always, creepy phonograph music. Yes, and in case you didn't get it in the first place, Lorraine had postpartum depression. I know that they'd been hinting at it, but, I mean, you know, just in case you didn't figure it out. Hansel and Gretel.
Leave me alone! Stop! God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. I'm a horrible mother. Where is he? Callum? Callum?
Callum, are you in this weird, grainy Silent Hill effect?
Callum. Callum.
But he's a Cthulhu.
Did you see his crud? Did you see his loincloth?
I hear Cthulhu is ripped. Yes. He's shredded. It's Cthulhu the Barbarian. Yeah. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'm sorry.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time.
Now, speaking to this bee.
Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son.
Probably when I was stabbing him.
You know, it's really unclear.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
The bee is not a bug. No. Yeah, so, I don't know what that was. Anyway, the whole thing about it is that, Nathaniel Winter had built that park, on top of a really, evil place. Like, a dark magician guy, Old Man Henderson, had lived there, and, created a local, well, created a local monster at one point because he blamed the guy for the death of his only remaining child. Turned out his own monsters had killed his daughter, so he killed that guy for nothing, and then that guy came back as a jack-o'-lantern monster, which was fun times. Nathaniel Winters thought that this would be a great place to make a park and build a bunch of machinery. I think it's like the Anima engine that fades on people's emotions. Basically, yeah, he built it kind of on a hellmouth. He thought that instead of building it and trying to suck on just negative emotions, that he could use people's joy and suck that out of them. There were sadly no pigs involved in this machine. But, you know, the problem was that it did alter people's mental states. Like Don was saying, he always felt terrible after working there for the day, and nothing felt better for him until after he left. So all the stuff about like as Lorraine's going through the park feeling like really exaggerated in her awfulness, that's also the effect of the park. And Boogeyman Winter there was saying that she and her son were the antithesis because they already had such a, you know, shitty time. Basically. Yeah, big old shitty time. And Lorraine actually has latent special abilities. I couldn't discern whether it was like magic or just psychic, but she basically crossed over into his realm that is normally very difficult to get to. And it's the only thing that's really clear is that Callum did go to the park and he went missing there. And he's dead. And in her recount of what happened, it seems like the boogeyman influenced her to kill him. But a lot of it is, you know, the boogeyman playing on a very sad, you know, depressed woman. Good times. Good times. And the guy interviewing her was not a cop. He was a guy who works for a secret organization, and the bee is a special thing that all the players in the secret world get, but she got a different version of it, and it gets a whole lot worse for Lorraine. They force her to take the bee. She ends up being immortal and has to work for them. So she spends the next 30 years working for them, and there is a mission that involves her repeatedly trying to commit suicide and it not taking. It's pretty twisted. All of Solomon Island, the Atlantic Island Park, Nathaniel Winter, his son, all of that feature pretty heavily in the beginning of the game. And the actual fate of Lorraine ends up being a special Halloween mission, I think, from last Halloween, I think. I think it was 2015. Because I got that there was they explained that the park and there's a machine in this, and then as soon as I looked it up, it kind of fleshed out all of that stuff there, and I was like, oh. I didn't know that they took it off the shelves. I just, I thought it was still around last time I checked. I know that it got switched to paid, was it just you pay for the game and then you play it?
You buy the game. It's free.
Yeah, you just buy the game and then you're able to play it.
It's still on Steam.
Okay, so it's still, maybe it's not,
I don't think it was that bad.
I know people are still really into it. At least the people that like it.
Well, I can see why.
Yeah.
This was a short, like, 2-hour thing, and I was super into it. And you were super into it.
I got more super into it once I realized that it wasn't just the insanity trope. It was magic bees and a boogeyman making things really hard for a lady suffering from postpartum depression.
Yeah, that is.
Rather than just like straight up, no, this woman went to a park, lost her son, found her son, and then killed him, and she was just having a mental breakdown. That's not, you know, I hate that. That is a standard twist. It was me all along, but I didn't remember it was me all along. I hate those. Because they did it well once, and ever since then it's just been, yeah, you did it, I know. So I felt like having the boogeyman actually be a factor makes it more interesting. So it's like getting to hear how the park is affecting her differently throughout the trip was kind of a nice different way to play it. Like, yeah, it's really exaggerating her issues. And she had a really, really horrible time. Ooh. Well, I don't mind point and click games. If it's some good horror stuff, I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the suggestion. Before next time I stream, I'm really going to have to look into what is up with my Twitch, because I mean my internet seems to be working fine all of the time, but every time I stream now there's lag, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I felt that the context of the secret world really improved the story for me. I felt it rounded it out a lot better. Because the first time I was just like, hey, was that just I was crazy all along? But then why was there a bee? Yeah, I'm like, did he just bring a bee in?
This is my partner.
Yes, this is my partner, the bee from the Bee Movie. Don't make him raise his eyebrow at you.
It's a buddy cop film and a B movie.
Yes. I don't know if there was a major event on Twitch. It's just that it's happened to me like the last 3 times I've tried to stream. The last time with, Automatron, and then before that it was so bad with Until Dawn that I didn't even finish the chapter, so I don't know. I'm beginning to feel like it just, hates me. For no particular reason. But that is the park. And if I had a good enough laptop, I would play The Secret World. Mainly because Solomon Island and its whole letter to, creepy Lovecraftian stuff is something that I'm interested in. Norma Creed is also a character, the lady that witnessed Chad stabbing the teenagers and was taking care of Callum. She's a character that features in it. The sheriff's daughter takes over as sheriff. Innsmouth Academy is basically like Lovecraft Hogwarts, as run by Herbert West. Nicer Herbert West. Oh. Okay, puts in, get some food. Solomon Island probably should. Or just like...
Just gonna have a cursed patch.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I could probably be free all day. I'm entirely too flexible right now. So yeah, that will be the park, and hopefully next time I'm able to stream, it'll be lagless.
Or at least less lag.
Or legless. What about Legolas? I just don't know. Nobody ever knows. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming and bearing with me. When I eventually get through with Until Dawn, I would love to just switch over to Quantum Break.
Yeah.
Because that's a fun game. Fun game. So I will you're welcome. I will catch you guys later. Good night.